Hey all, it's Gnosis. Welcome back to the lowest level possible challenge for Final Fantasy VII, part 9. I might be wondering at this point, okay, what makes this different from, say, like an any percent run? An actual proper, like any percent run and stuff that, Because, there's been some differences so far, I would say. Do we do the setup already? Maybe we do. But that is not the best all material. It ain't. We're going to need steel. Should we slap the enemy skill Claude? Already no, not yet. Should slap essence there. And then again we go. Let's go. That and go lightning and that fire. Then like that, and then all nice. She goes out and earth, right, and normally I would love to slap the revive Claude, but let's slap on Tifa, revive there. Let's have her go. See some poison beauty. Gravity. Wow. Shokamog. Shiva. Ifrit. Transform. Eel. Long range for now. It's going to be the setup. Right, we need to check for a few weapons here because we did sell some of them. So we have enemy launcher and silver ring to check out here. So silver is the 8th slot, correct? So that is the 8th slot weapon. Yeah, enemy launcher is pretty decent actually when you see it with the slots. It's a very weird weapon. Enemy launcher without the slots on it. That has. So both enemy launcher and silver megaphone can be sold. Right, so yeah. Jennifer is highest and Barrett is the lowest that I can have. Barrett needs the most the next level. Kids a bit closer. Jennifer is the highest, next Claude. Because they're the lowest, because they're only level 12. So yeah, save again here. I know it's super loud. Stuff that. The funny thing is that the volume is like one lower than normal and stuff that. So that's just how things are. But also certain musical tracks are way louder than others. Right, so. We'll sell the stuff first. So we sell the silver megaphone, and we sell the launcher. Now obviously we will need to eventually equip the enemy skills. Because this is gonna be the first boss that can give you an enemy skill. So that we do have a right arm left. Of that because yeah, so theoretically we don't need to go in here and do the stuff, but that is probably the best to do so. yeah, those are the enemies after like the question mark move and stuff like that. But yeah. So the thing is like, oh, what is different with this like comparison to say like compared to say like the 90%, like the 90% you will have done guard skip. You will. Some might do gate skip. I don't think that anyone actually does gate skip. Just because gate skips you only really have one chance to do. And because there is no save, like if there were a save, for example, on the very first screen, for example, if there were a save, for example, before you fought the first guard or whatever, right? If there were a save point there, that would have been good. Now, the only reason to actually go in here, by the way, because you don't actually need to get this encounter here with Sephiroth and stuff like that. Or not really Sephiroth, of course. And it throws destruct materia at you. And it just throws destruct at you, which gives you the barrier, the spell, and death. Which also quote-unquote works with the other effect that you can actually get immunity to death via it. Now, one thing that is also very big here is the fact that yes, we cannot learn enemy skills for the most part, only from enemies that we actually quote-unquote defeat. Meaning, since we're only really defeating boss enemies, except for a few, there are a few exceptions, of course, when we defeat normal enemies and stuff like that, There are a few exceptions and stuff like that, so yeah, a few exceptions to. Right, but for the most part, like, you used. Keep in mind, this is the mirror that quote-unquote has to reflect on it, so which quote-unquote can cause a lot of wipes first time like players. Funny Best can also cause you to wipe goals, that is, as usual. Let's just see if he hit with Claudia, but yeah. Now, the fact that we don't have a single HP plus material might be really, really bad at this point. Because I don't know, even with the 505 HP there, if that is enough to survive Trine. I might say, okay, what do you do if we don't survive Trine? If we don't survive Trine with that amount of HP, for example, man, that's going to be rough. Yeah, so we can equip like less material, for example, and stuff that, That is definitely a thing, and stuff that. Now, of course, if we could have, say, quote-unquote get Vincent, for example, then things would be less of an issue, of course, obviously, so yes. Because normally, on this fight, of course, you would quote-unquote set up like 777, make him get to 77 HP, and then basically the poison tick will do, you put the boss in like a 7, and then the boss will do the poison thing. Whatever, right? So yes, we can cast bio with Tifa. Yes, life again is very expensive. So, yes. I do think we're gonna loot the mountain as well, maybe. Now the best thing is, of course, if we do get a dragon encounter, because we can steal some gold armlets. Gold armlets is gonna be pretty huge at this point for some of them at least. Because yeah, the silver armlet is very important to surviving the heat. Gold armlet is even better magic defense. Now we can actually hit the drums properly here. It's not getting scary now because of our low HP values. Lead her. You don't want to heal too early here and stuff up there. don't need to heal through there, but yeah. Yeah, this is huge by the way, because this is Rune Blade. Once we reach it. We need of course to opt for quick escapes and stuff that, you know. We've got so much better points to heal there. We do have 2 10s here, that's going to be actually pretty huge for us. Rune Blade. Just go immediately. It's just immediately use better and stuff that's it. Now we do have our Nexus slot there actually. So it's better to go in on exchange here and then use the uses. Look there, that like that. So we can have the steel there. I think I can put one of the ammo skills there actually. And it might just be that we have to get rid of long range or whatever, right? But we will probably do a different setup once we're ready basically. I think it's map 2 and 4 that we need to go into if I remember correctly though. So low is like really bad. Like I'm saving up a lot of money of course for certain specific things because I don't know how much we're gonna spend at certain points, you know, but yeah. Keep in mind that theoretically barrier material could be really useful now. It actually becomes easier if I see it like this. At least. Because you need to hold, you need to now turn left and then hold down, just straight down there, or the hold down diagonal like. Okay, there's plus barrette. It's better for red 13, which we're gonna switch out to red 13 and actually have him use it. I don't know how to do that there. We haven't gotten big giant bird yet, which is interesting. Actually, let's take the risk here. I should be taking this risk though. Because I mean, if you get hit by the wrong thing, if you get hit like several times in a row, then she could be like... It's actually... Because doesn't she... I mean, if she does see... Well, for example, if we would have to... If we would, for example, get her second limit break, she would get access to sea level. Sea level, I believe, would actually silence Materia Keeper and stuff like that. Yeah, this is where you commit the other bird. And I was a bit scared of it. So don't go through the pipes yet, because we need to do this first. Pull that down. And then we go 2, and then we go 4. So there we go, there's power 7. Again, power up when near death. Now the main problem is that power zone normally is pretty good, but the thing that makes power zone good is normally during an 100% run you would have death blow here, which is one of the key components, but also casting death sentence also increase it, and then having low HP increase it as well. Just make sure that we don't touch Materia Keeper there. So that, and then we do the 4th pipe here. As you can see, it's the long one here. Let's go straight like that. And it's easy to tell that it's the number 4 pipe because you can see where number 5 pipe is going there. For example, you can easily tell where it's going there. So that back to the 4 pipe is the one that gets masked. You can also theoretically steal a bunch of ethers here if you really need money, but there is a better encounter for that. Oh, I say I really want the dragon encounter, but maybe not. Okay. There we go, that's an all material. We might have to TNT, but no, not really, because we do have turbo ethers. So we get to the sea first. Please don't be Grand Dragon yet. So those are the things we can steal from the project. Plus bara him. So that's his first double weapon, and it's his better double weapon of course, because the other one is the magic room. Yeah. Save here. Now, do the little jump, and then we get to the cave. We need to, yeah, we need to go this way. It's gonna be a dragon, because you can tell that from that. We got it immediately today, that was actually very good. Så det gives us next gold omelet. And now we'll see omelet and Tifa. And let's see if it's fit at that point. So as you can see now with gold omelet you have 28 in magic defense. It's even better and stuff like that, so the gold omelet is a big deal by the way at this point. All the way like that, and then that's another elixir. Every single elixir is going to be really, really important maybe later on, we'll see. Right, and this is elemental material. This we can theoretically abuse here. Technically you can have bolting at this point, because all we need to do to get bolting is actually get some encounters and stuff like that. Because we don't need to, because we can still get it right even when we're immune to the thing, because I showed you that with that you can get Aqualung even with water ring equipped, you can still get the Aqualung. Another dragon good. doesn't need it gold armor here. Fuck. For us dragon. Let's be afraid here. Damn scary dragon. You can see, yeah, she didn't keep the enemy skill there. Because we ran away. So let's gold armor from her now. Let's see armor from her. Theoretically, we only need one more gold armor here. Before we actually do the proper setup here. This is the sniper CR. This is the only two shoes there, right? Yeah. I mean, normally I would want to get. Oh, huh? Nothing to steal. Yeah, I would have definitely given them something for you to be able to steal there. I would definitely have done that. Much as it is at 5 each time, yeah, it's 5 each time. It is really easy to panic against the dragon though, because if the dragon creates a party member, then we're just completely fucked. There's the survivor. So we could actually steal the insta escape item from the, whatever you call it. Right, yeah. There's nothing inside the reactor, by the way. There's no reason to go inside the reactor. I always thought was very weird and stuff like that. But for boss time maybe? Because if we kill the boss then we will have some levels and stuff like that. So first off because all the other ones have common bangles except for Red 13, so Red 13 you finally get your combo banger now, which is a big deal then, by the way, compared to meter armor with only 8 melee defense. For example, being forced here with Tifa, and the thing here is really bad because you can see all the other party members here has so much more health and stuff like that, so yeah, you know. You can see they have so much more health. Right, so all and restore should still be a thing though. All and restore should still be a thing. You need enemy skill and probably enemy skill on Tifa. Might say oh they equip Tifa then with gold armlet and stuff like that because you know. Damn it, I really want to have all and restore. Damn it, I really want to have all and restore. Elemental lightning, actually. Because then she's gonna take half damage from lightning here. Now, of course, we would have needed 2 lightning materials anyway. Otherwise, nah, actually we do have armor here. Actually do this instead with the repeated armor here. So she has it with the armor here. Because that also works. I forgot about the armor here, which is actually very good. But because again, as I said, lightning here. Though we don't need it really, fire here. Put the best all material here actually. what we put. Run Claude. That sense. So you can stay at 505 there. Then for Tifa. Put maybe long range Tifa because yeah. And poison. All, and all. Just keep her health high. Ice, Earth. I mean, it doesn't increase their magic defense though from having like a bunch of material equipped here. Which is sad. Actually, you do get magic defense via revive and stuff that, but not the other things. Go transform. I think it's just the setup we do here. So she has high MP value here. Because otherwise we would have to step revive on someone. We could, for example, step on Claude here instead of cover materia. I would really like to sense the boss here. We're gonna see how this goes. This might not be the best setup here because we might need to do something else here though. It's a setback because she's the furthest away from the level here. But yeah, so she's having lightning damage. Of course, if we would have had the elemental material there from the Shina building, if I wouldn't have been stupid, you know, instead that. All that gave us an extra elixir, and extra elixir is unlocked. Too shabby. So we have a diamond pin we can sell, a carbon bag and military armor, sniper CR, and a diamond pin. Force dealer, not power soul. Let's see how this goes here. Okay, we got organic skill here and the skill there. Now he might find immediately. That can happen of course. Chokemog immediately finds, which is bad. That allows us to see if we can survive. Yes, we can survive. Or everyone except our could survive. Fire, please. Because we don't have a single Phoenix down, correct? I don't think. Right. We don't have a single Phoenix down. Right on. GP still 38 and he has 6,000 health left. Big hole one. That's not that bad. That's enemy skill. Let's see how much damage Time does here actually. See how he likes his own medicine. Can do 55, that's bad damage. Really like to see how much Molotov does, otherwise you can say that it's 5 damage which should heal him and stuff that, you know, so. I mean, we might have wanted to have Revive for this one very specific reason here. But she's dead. See, this is why we might have, like, should have gotten like Phoenix Downs and stuff like that. Not having Phoenix Downs at all. It was a treat from him though. That's Time. Ah, that's not Time, that's... The Curious Time survivor, of course, obviously. Just Time. Cure. What's the Time do? That's 91. That's why she couldn't survive, even if she had like full health or whatever. But now I think we freeze him again here, so we cannot kill through here. The slash. But yeah, normally I said we are not allowed to manipulate like the XP, and normally that is true. But yeah, we can't help that the other party members died here. It's the fact because, you know, take a risk because we didn't know how, you know, we're gonna go here. Hopefully he doesn't decide to heal here. He decides to heal, but he was down to Agenda 34 here. Instead, right. Just timing. Human, of course, if we quote-unquote freeze him at the correct point here, then it could be really, really good. Here we go, yeah. So no problem. We got 3,000 there, we got 5 to the block there. That's a really big deal, so Fire is leveled up now. So we have Fire 2 now. So not very nice. We have our very first enemy skill now. Now we can remove enemy skill from both of them. And revive on Claude. So breathe on Claude. Need to use Healing Ring. Oh man, Paralyzed, Petrify, Slow, Numb. Actually, Slow Numb, but this is some status effect. I don't think that's regular Slow. Slow Numb is on. Yeah, Slow Numb is on specific status effect. It's not regular Slow. So you can see both of the enemies build areas now. We're trying to steal on Tifa just for now. Actually, not steal on Tifa, steal here and put the sense here. Now these are the characters we have actually gotten experience. Yeah, he's level 50 now, they're level 14. Again, when you're not using Phoenix Downs here, you know, things are considerably harder and stuff that's a yes. One element we probably don't need. I mean, let's still go for that because can have the elemental damage from the fight, but it can also cast. We might need it to actually also use firing someone. We'll see. So again, as we can. I would allow otherwise here to use steal from the thing again and just get gold armors that way. Maybe just try that. How much do we have? We have 86. But we need a dragon counter for that. I'd say all the gold omelets aren't that expensive, which is true of course. Actually, let's go. Gold omelets aren't that expensive. Although here's the thing, right? The main problem is if we get gold omelets now, then the other omelet that I want to get, other than the gold omelet. Oh, let's just do this. Let's just reset here. Having to do that just feels so weird. Yeah. And it's physics, I think, with this fall, but that, you know, yeah. Now, I didn't plan, of course, I didn't plan us to lose both Tifa and quote-unquote Aerith in that fight and stuff that. And the worst thing is, the longer they fall behind, the worse quote-unquote things will get. Because here's the thing we would really want to get is the rune omelet, for example, and I believe the rune omelet will be better stat-wise than the actual gold omelet and stuff, of course, yeah. Okay, so for stealer we sell. We could use sell power soul otherwise. Because we're not gonna get death sentence ever. Stuff that. That's impossible. It's never CR. Bangle. Retreat omelet. Yeah. You can get more powers here, for example, which is actually pretty huge. You can also get magic plus 10 here. Right, and you can also get shotgun here. I have 50,000. Should I do that then? I can level faster actually. But let's see, yeah, there's nothing here. Thing inside this house. Yeah. Let's take a look and get a Yoshi Yuki. I mean, technically, even if we do the chocobos with like out racing, for example, the thing is just we cannot capture a single chocobo because we need to do extra battles with it and stuff that, you know, so that means that the only way we could get to the ancient forest and get, for example, Apocalypse would be via the thing. Okay, so this is where you can get barrier, exit, and time. Time is haste, of course, which is really good. Barriers, of course, the get 20 more. So we have 40 tranquilizers here. I hope we didn't get too many there. Probably want to make sure that she only has a carbon bangle eventually and stuff that. Instead, you're going into the province and you might say that is bad, but we're gonna lose her anyway and stuff that, and then you don't get the armor back that she's wearing and stuff that, so you know. That is a thing, you know. It's bad because I don't know if 46,000 is enough though. Or if we should have bought less tranquilizers. And it's this just that's supposed to transform into something else like that, but yeah, because yeah. But you can still loot that in disc too, so you know. You can see there's no chest up here. Or there at least. And there's no chest there as well. So it's but here is where this is normally right of what. Where is that? I think, or maybe it was in the comedy guys. Also, whatever. So. And inside here, we can get an important weapon for the bear. We can get the drill on. Tiny Bronco. Man, if only Claude could have lied there and been like, oh yeah, we're with Shinra, you know, and stuff that, you know, and they could have just taken it. No such luck. Because now we're very, very far away from using the iPad members here. So that, yeah, but you can. Yeah, but once I get the other armor here. So yeah, he has that. He has his best double-growth weapon. She has her best double-growth weapon. He has his best. Save there. We do have powers also, so we can sell eventually if we need to. We might sell it now already. Because the double machine gun, we could sell Yoshiyuki already, but no. 40 might have been overboard though, because here's the thing, right? The rune armlet is really expensive, but the rune armlet gives you like 4 double salts. And it's so much better than platinum bangle because rune armlet is actually not half bad. And stuff that, sure, you don't want to use it for too long and stuff that, because you know certain things. Yeah. Also not, for example, yes, we won't be able to get Alexander material this time around the year. Or I mean, we got it during the other, like the cloud soul only, whatever, you know. Because it wasn't a true challenge run, of course, because, you know, because the rules were only more of a suggestion in that run. I'm Captain Bolts. Oops. Yeah, the hero's gonna fly to outer space. Okay. Right, and so she will be able to use her armor and she can use that once. We just firing on someone to make sure that they survive. So let's do that. So we have lightning with her, and then she absorbs fire. That will at least guarantee that a party member can survive here. And I'm not going to bother blessing Ares in the fight if she uses nice immunity and stuff that, which might be the case. So that's the main problem, right? That if we would have survived Materia Keeper, then both Aerith and Tifa would have been high level at this point. That's the thing, right? If you get the plus early enough, then they might already be 2+ by a certain point and stuff. That's, you know. That can happen as well. Actually, wait, let's go outside and save here again. Just in case. Let's just run from this fort to look at that. We use rest here. How much is it at this in? Yes. 100, absolutely no problem resting here. Let's do the rest thing. I'm gonna tranquilize. And did we save all the Molotovs for like later on? Maybe we actually buy more Molotovs later on if possible. Because we will need to bring out of course to Temple of Ancients and stuff like that, because yeah. So what I'm thinking is, okay, like we could use trying to master China, but then again after that certain scenario to like try and pause and do something, prepare it with whatever she has. But then we need to make sure that we don't sell everything and stuff. That's you know. You might say, oh, just go back to Cosmo Canyon, like go back to Cosmo Canyon and get the thing. Stuff that which yes we could do once we get the Tiny Bronco. So let's see. Is there anything we can actually get in Wutai if we go to Wutai? Right, we can get the Dragoon Lands there. We can get the Dragoon Lands in Wutai, which is actually a big deal, by the way. Because the Dragoon Lands is a lot more damage. Keep in mind, during highest level possible challenge, things are going to be slightly different and stuff that, you know. Because then we're going to be using whatever party members are the highest. So it's going to be the total opposite and stuff like that. And there's going to be a lot of like X encounters, you know, and stuff like that. Because basically every encounter that we get into, we have to quote-unquote take. Meaning, for example, that if we, for example, even if we want to quote-unquote steal something, we need to actually kill the encounter and stuff like that. You know, meaning that all of a sudden stealing certain things might not be that super viable. Because we're not allowed to, of course, grind and stuff that, you know. But for example, if we want to steal, for example, like, if we want to steal several gold armies, then we need to defeat the Green Dragon every single time and stuff that, you know. But as you can clearly see, the engine even went on and stuff that, and it flew a little bit and stuff that, you know. Because he cancelled it after it reaches 0, right? He doesn't do it immediately. Even here, for example, he hasn't pressed it yet. That's when he presses it. But you can see it's clearly like starting there, and it's going even up a bit and stuff like that, so she should have already burned to death at that point, you know. But I'm guessing what it was actually that it wasn't that she was gonna burn to death. It instead was that, oh, that play part of the ship doesn't have oxygen or something like that, maybe. Stuff like that. But then that wouldn't work either for the thing that happens later on. And it becomes like a jungle. Like they just went to a zoo and recorded some stuff. How did he get out there? Alright, because he was actually in the room before. And of course, we're gonna have some funny names, like in the like highest level possible challenge once we get to it. Then, for example, Claude is probably gonna be Detective Yo. That even fits. So that's it. Steal it, Tiny Bob, Claude. So, yeah, and then don't forget the Lord too. Apparently a lot of people are like used translating that to butter. This is completely wrong because lard is more like actual proper fat. Excuse me, this way. Looks like lard is taking it. Lard? Lard man, fight. We will take on a toy block. Oh yeah, they're pretty good. Fat ass, gotta fight the fat, gotta fight the fat. Shut your mouth. I don't want to have to waste it like that, but we're going to have to. Let's cure all like this. 96 damage, that's not that good. Let's see if we can bio him. If I'm kidding me right now. Diamond dust. And maybe it's just because Mudball has quit. Maybe he's pretty smart. So wait, did we try to bio him? We did, we did successfully bio him. That's great because that actually saves us time. Yeah, we do have 10 Molotovs for now at least. I think this top fight is gonna be no problem at all actually. So it's Lord. Yeah, he was down there. Wait. One sense here now. Level 38, yes. Yeah, yes, a lot of health. We're lucky that it did that. Hey, Ghost of Gun. Quacky. Hey, Ghost of Gun. I don't know really if Quacky is the best here. Yeah, anyway, I hope you all enjoy this. And I'll see you all in the next one. Yeah, I'm pausing here just so I can just start recording immediately.